Alright, we are getting ready for round 2 of the 5 Crown season. And this time we're in something a little bigger and a little quicker. The Midgets at Kokomo. Hopefully it will be a good race. Track is tires out, so we're not all the way down at the bottom, but really not too big of a change. Top side looks to be where the quick guys will be, but as always, the top side a little bit dangerous. So we've got qualifying coming up in a minute 45. Currently, top of the board, we got a new driver, Bruce, in here, and my brother, Seth, Zachary, Nick, Sean, myself. But then a lot of people showing up later, so they haven't actually set their times on a fast track. So I think 0.4s are about what you can do right now. So we're not gonna qualify too well, probably. The track right now, go take a look at it. That is where it's at. It's worn down a little bit. Doesn't look like there's any slick to it yet, which is good. AJ and my dad out there running some laps, 2 different tracks essentially. And then we got Shane and we got Sean up in the wall. But 40 seconds away from qualifying, then we will get into the heat races, 3 heat races, 2 qualifiers, and then a 40-lap A main. So 10 laps, 20 laps, 40 laps. 18 start the main. And that means we'll be getting rid of, what do we got, 5 people? So we'll see how it goes. But Gavin's looking fairly quick. He was also in here earlier, so really qualifying's going to tell the whole story. We've got 1 gallon of fuel in for our 2 laps. Let's see what we can do with our 2 laps of qualifying. Just take a quick look at the track. Looks like, oh, there is a bit of a slick starting to form off the corner on the bottom. I'm not going to even bother with the top side because I know myself. We're just going to come and hit this little bit of moisture that's left in the center and hope that that's good enough. 0.8. And a 0.8. One more time. P3 at the moment, but the question is, how many people have actually went? Go up to 4 gallons for our heat race. Currently, well, we found the line. Has AJ went or did he hit the wall? Got Seth and Rick with 2X. AJ has not went. Kenny's probably going to start at the back. And then, nope, there AJ goes to the top of the board. Waiting on, well, I don't think we're actually waiting on anyone. No, Ryan still hasn't done his lap. So, Ryan's going to be fairly quick. And, I think we're taking next weekend off. But the weekend after that, we're in the 410 non-wing sprints at Eldora. And then we move to the pave side with the pave sprints and the Silver Crown to finish off the season. Same format all the way through, just different main laps once we get to the pavement, just to give us a little bit more time racing since pavement takes a little bit more. But I will be happy with a P4. That's going to put us on the outside front row with my brother in Heat 1 right now, if that stands. My dad, all the way at the back. And now Foley all the way at the back. But he does just barely get beat by Kenny, so I guess he can feel good about that. And Kenny shoots up to middle of the bottom half. So, there we go. Heat race is gonna get lined up here. AJ and I will be in the heat race number 1. I'll go ahead and turn that back on. And in here with us, we got the Ryans. Man, this is kind of a tough heat race. Laura, Kenny, and my dad. So, that is, yeah, it's going to be a tough race, but all this is for points right now, and your starting lineup for the qualifiers.
You're on the outside this time. Closed. Pit road is closed. The estimated strength of field is 2,362.
Yeah.
Tight field today. Look for opportunity.
We only have multiple 3000s and a 5000 I-rated person in this race. Was hoping for an easy heat race, but that is apparently not going to happen. Waiting on, well, someone just left at the back of the field. They get back in time. We're waiting on the 6th place car of Kenny. Kenny's gonna ruin the video. Make us sit here for 2 minutes. 30 seconds left for him to join. Now he's sending me messages.
There's no tire changes allowed.
Wondering how I did the .7.
Right, good luck.
Apparently he's not going to come out for his heat race, so that will give us a one less car out here. But we are starting on the outside front row, which is never good for me. I'm sure we'll be back in 4th place by the exit of turn 2. It'll be interesting to see where the fast guys want to go run.
1 lap to green.
But we got 10 laps, cautions are on. We got to try to make the best of this. Try to get 2nd. Don't have any thoughts of beating AJ. He's way too quick.
Green, green, green. T-road is now open.
Well, it wasn't a terrible start by me.
The next car's the leader.
Although the car feels very weird. Like the right front is not doing what I need it to do. But Ryan to the front. AJ though working the outside. Try to just stay above the slick patch there.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap.
AJ though's got the top side hooked up, but like I said, it is a dangerous game to play up there. a little bit further back than I thought he was to us.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap.
We just drive straight through the slick that time. Just exploring some lines right now, because once we get more cars out on track, you're gonna have to be able to move around, but that is definitely not the entry that we want. We need to cross down across that line on exit, so we will head back up to the middle, try to find the grip.
2 to go. White flag, 1 more lap to go.
And P3. That'll be a good enough spot for
There's the flag, it's
a
over.
decent starting spot for us.
Race control scoring has ended.
Alright, let's turn off telemetry and look at the results of Heat 1. Kenny's a no-show, and my dad finishes dead last. So, in this one we've got Zachary, Logan, Seth, Bruce, who had fastest lap in practice, but does not qualify well, Billy, Dan, and Shane, and Troy. So, see what we got here. I'm going to leave the weather on in the bottom left. It shouldn't affect too much on viewing. So I'm going to just go ahead and up it up to 6 gallons of fuel. I think that's what we need. We might be a little heavy, but do not want to run out of fuel. And I did not write down what I needed for the fuel, so here we go. Zachary's got the pace. He's away.
Green flag, green flag.
So no transfer spots, all about just setting your starting spot in the race. Bruce getting a run on the outside, really sideways though on the top side. Gets it hooked up 3 wide at the line, and oh man, they almost come together there. Billy gets up to 3rd though right now, running the bottom. And Seth is a bit all over the place, gets the inside tires, and he is falling backwards now, just getting swamped both sides of the track. So Billy's got a good run up in 3rd place. Zachary's got it hooked up on the top side, Logan behind him. Billy's now losing out to Bruce, playing it safe down by the tires. I actually find it much easier to not hit the tires here on this configuration somehow. I think because it just forces a higher entry than normal. Seth back up into the wall, but he gets the run off the corner over Shane. He's going way to the top side. Working on trying to get up there to Dan. Oh, he goes really high up into the wall. So far, working out for him, but eventually it's going to bite him. Bruce must have had an issue because Billy is now pulled away, and I thought that was a done and over with battle. Seth takes over the 5th position. Dan, Shane, and then Troy back here in the number 2. So Zachary coming around. This will finish up lap number 8. Now we're 2 to go. Battle for 3rd, heating up. Bruce has went down to the bottom to try to mimic what Billy's doing, but he's going to have to find a way around him. Billy, though, finds the tire after I say that it's impossible to get him. And why have we not had a yellow? Why is there no yellow? Was the leader already on the last lap? Leader must have been on the last lap already. I guess that's why. So that is, yeah, unless I accidentally did not turn yellows on. Unfortunate though for Billy and Seth, they will be going to the back of their qualifier. All right, so heat race number 3, we got Sean, Martin Hall, Nick Robinson, Gavin, Kevin, Rick, Brandon, and yes, only 7 cars in this one. So another 10-lap race. See if anyone can give me an idea on fuel. Pretty sure 6 will be fine, but what are we? Okay.
Green, green.
Not sure why he went there, but we'll go ahead and hand out the black flag to him because that was a jump start. He just went when the pace car went in, and he was the outside front row, so that was a bit strange. And here comes Nick Robinson, but he is all over the place, up in the fence and down and around, and just slamming on the brakes, and he is trying too hard at the moment and not being smooth at all. But there goes Gavin into the wall, and everyone's struggling up on that top side. Yeah, I don't think Nick's gonna survive this one. He's playing dangerous on the edge. Gavin just needs to get away from the wall. He should know that by now. So, Sean's got the lead. Nick, though, is getting it wound up a little bit higher. They are side by side. And that time, Sean comes up, and then that gets Kevin, and we've got our first caution of the race. So, just got to be willing to back out if the car ahead does come up in front of you. I know it's tough to do, but it's very easy for the two lines to come together here, especially when they're both trying to run the top side. So that brings us down to 5 cars in this one. Let's go take a look at, let's just take a little look at it. Yeah, I mean, that's just racing. He got sideways there. It's not like he came up to try to block it. Oops. There we go. Alright, so we'll get back to the racing. Gavin up in second after Kevin and Nick get moved behind. Seth is going to have this one locked down. Only a couple of laps left here. We'll watch the battle for a second. Brandon all the way down to the bottom. Sean, I think I said Seth, but Sean is the leader. He is getting a little sideways. Kevin, though, Kevin's got the speed, but is he going to be able to go 3 wide up the middle to get around him? Brandon working through that slick that time off the corner, kind of loses some drive off, and final lap now, white flag. Gavin trying to hold on to it, gets a little bit sideways, pressing the gas, but he's going to get the run off the corner. Holds on to second, Brandon third, Kevin fourth. And now we move on to the qualifiers. So we are in this one. Top 9. So not a whole lot to race for. Only 2 people are getting eliminated, so everyone should be nice and calm and chill, but it's racing.
You're on the outside.
It's sim racing.
Pit road is closed.
So people won't be.
The estimated SOF is 2,362.
So we're starting P4 now.
Today, look for opportunities.
We are missing some. I think a few people were trying to get their fuel changed because I don't know where Sean is. There we go. We saved him. Now we got to sit here for the full minute though, I think. But gave him a bit more time. I always forget that Heat 3 people are gonna have 0 time to get in here. Just got that command in. It's gonna burn off a little bit more fuel for us though. Alright, time to roll off. We don't need to lose too many spots. Clouds are starting to roll in. It's supposed to get cloudier and cloudier according to the forecast. So A-Main will be probably fully overcast. Might keep a little bit more moisture in the track. Good thing that we're not going fully slick like the track's used to with whatever car, but it will get tougher and tougher after 2 20-lap races.
One lap to green.
But let's try to be smart here, not get into an early wreck. Pretty much everyone transfers, so if you wreck out, that's one of the ways to easily get in those final 2 spots that are not going on to the main.
Car inside, clear.
Just wanted to settle it in nicely there.
Inside, clear inside.
We don't even need to go full throttle, and I don't want to be up here, but I'm not 100% sure what I've got to my inside, so. Oh.
Inside, clear.
Brandon working the bottom, but now we can kind of see what's around us. Logan is taking over P2 on the bottom.
Just set the fastest lap.
And we got a hell of a battle for second. Kicked it out too much on throttle. Need to be careful of that. Logan sliding up. It sounds like Sean's coming down the track, but I can't obviously tell. Lost track of where Brandon is. Lost track of Logan now. Try to just sneak it around the bottom here.
You're now in third.
Okay, we're in third now. Low and slow. Just kick it around this tire. That wasn't a very good one. Okay, this is turning out a little easier than I thought it was going to be. Everyone's struggling with that top side. Well, everyone around us, Logan and AJ, are getting it rolling, but we're just going to go ahead and go to this middle groove, see if it's any quicker.
Great job, you did really well.
Maybe go middle for 3 and 4, bottom for 1 and 2. Kyle's getting it wound up though. Dan's having a good race in the 25. AJ though, just checking the hell out. Six to go. Got lap traffic coming up.
You got 5 laps to go. Yellow flag
and we get a yellow.
Single file. Pit road is closed. Catch up 99. Car.
All right, well that's going to change some things up here.
Pit road is now open.
At the moment, top 9, Brandon and my dad are at the back of the top 9. Martin, it looks like, was the wreck. Unfortunate for him. I feel bad that we had to black flag him there, but he massively jumped that heat race start.
Closed. Pit road
So
is
Rick
closed.
is going to be a lap down,
82. Car.
and that locks my dad into the race unless he wrecks out. So everyone is pretty much locked in, but
1 lap to green.
people are going to do crazy things. So we got a ton of fuel left though.
About to go green. Stay focused.
We'll see when AJ decides to start this one here.
Green, green, green.
Make sure no one gets a black flag. As I'm doing that, I'm missing my corner.
Car down low. 2 more. Let's go. The yellow flag is
And
out.
we get a yellow.
Line up, single file. Pit road is
So
closed.
they are
With the green
wrecking.
light ticket finish when the yellow clears.
At the back, it looks like Sean, actually it wasn't at the back. Pretty sure Sean, yeah, Sean was in 5th, so. Unfortunate for him. Martin is, I think, multiple laps down now. And I'm not sure he's gonna understand if it puts him behind the pace car or not. I think he got around it though, so we'll just clear all again. So, bunch of cautions right at the end, and we're getting into green, white, checkered, so thankfully we got enough fuel. Running the bottom there. Got to do a little bit better job on that start.
1 to go. Next time by.
Hope the tires don't come apart on us as well
Get ready.
when
Going
they get
green.
cooled off, but I think we'll be fine. Back start again. Oh, they get all stacked up behind us.
The The yellow flag is out. They want you in single file. Closed. Pit road is
All right,
closed.
guys, come
the
on.
race has been extended so we can have a green
We
white
all
checkered finish.
transfer. We all transfer. Everyone else is a lap down. Calm the hell down. I think Kyle, or not Kyle, was it? Yeah, it was Kyle. I think Kyle had a little checkup there, and Dan got into the back of him, but we're going to shorten this up. Not because I'm short on fuel, because I still got 2.5 gallons of fuel, but because I want to get this race over with.
1 lap to green. Pit road is closed right now. Get ready, going green.
Troy all the way up to 5th now.
Green, green, green.
Oh, we slid up to the wall there. That wasn't good.
White flag. 1 more lap to go.
Starting to get a bit of slick on the front stretch where you start pitching it. And it's finally over. Troy comes all the way from the back, I think, to 4th place. So that's a hell of a run by him.
Checker flag.
And AJ gets the win once again.
Race control scoring has ended.
Alright, so hopefully no one got screwed over and all of that. Yeah, it looks like Rick and Martin still a lap down. My dad just makes it. It's time to go racing. So we got Zach and Ryan on the front row, Bruce and Gavin second row. Then it looks like Kevin and Ryan Loeffler. I can't say your name today, so we're just gonna go with Ryan, other Ryan. Laura and Shane, Billy and Nick, and Seth at the back. So I do not know. I don't know who's not gonna make it in this one. This is kind of a hard call on who's not making this race. Looks like Kenny's not, because he is not showing up again. But another 20-lap race, then we'll have a warm-up and the 40-lap A main. Unfortunately, I think Rex are going to determine this one on who makes it or not, and not pace, because I think the back of the field is all really close on their speed. So let's see what we do. Zach's got the field, Ryan on his outside. We are green.
Green, green, green.
Oh, Gavin and Kevin come together.
The yellow flag is out.
That was just one where it was trying to squeeze up there. Gavin was trying to just kind of hold it down, and that was not the spot to try to get into, I think. And as I said, I think it's going to be determined by Rex and not much else. So let's go ahead and speed this up. Get them lined back up. And now we're doing a single file restart essentially or a single file start for the race. And this time Ryan Caldwell gets put up in the wall by himself. Bruce going around the outside, and Gavin running down low right now. Knows he's just got to survive. I'm surprised that so many people are running the top though, because I felt zero need for it. It just seems like such a dangerous game to play up there. Back here, we got Nick trying to go to the outside of Shane. He still hasn't learned that trying to sneak around the outside right at the exit is not a smart move. It's just way too risky. Back here, Billy in 8th, Seth in 9th, and Laura goes around in last place. She gets going though. Up front, top 3 still look the same. Gavin has moved up the track a little bit, and everyone is single file at the moment. Right now, everyone is in except for Laura, who is a long ways off the pack after that spin. We got a little battle brewing for second place though. Bruce taking a look down low. Keeps it above the slick there. Gets a decent run off the corner. These guys are just pinned up there on the wall. I don't know how they do it. Oh, he's getting almost into the back of him. You can't try to go faster and faster into the corner when someone's running the same line as you, so at least they didn't make contact. Ryan's going down low. He's finding a little bit more pace, but we got the lap car Laura coming up down there. Bruce gets to the outside. Heading back here, Gavin has slipped back a little bit further. Laura's actually catching Seth, who I don't know if he's got a little bit of damage or what, but he's definitely not showing the pace that he had. But if a caution comes out after Laura's a lap down, that race is essentially over with. Zachary working the outside in the 07. Coming around to finish lap 13 as Bruce is closing in on him. Ryan working down low. Nick still up top. Gavin in 6th. Then we got Shane and Billy in 7th and 8th. And Seth holding the 9th spot right now. And that pretty much ends Laura's hope. And I believe it might have been Laura that was the caution. So, let's go take a look and see what happened there. Nope, the tire grabs one. And that sets the field. We got 9 cars left on track. Unfortunately, it's not like the Chili Bowl where I can just end the race and say, all right, y'all transfer. We're gonna have them do both pace laps though, just so the whole field can get caught up here. And finish this off, the final 4 laps. Slowly building up speed through 3 and 4. We are green. Nick goes all the way to the bottom, gets all the way up to the lead for a moment. He's going to slide up, and we're going to have a few lane changes happening here, and now he slides up in front of Ryan. 5 cars all battling for the lead. Zachary's got this thing locked down if he can just keep it out of the wall. Nick's come all the way from the back to the front. But up into the wall again, and just holding on to it. Coming around here for the white flag. Oh, and we get a caution just before the white flag. And everyone's got to slow down and get behind the pace truck. So let's shorten this one up as long as they slow down in time. They do. All right, get them back going, finish this thing out. 9 cars on track. It's now all about starting positions on that outside lane. Not sure if everyone was ready for the shortened caution there, but you're all caught up, so no need to have the cautions go on forever there. Zachary's got it hooked up on the outside. Coming around for that white flag this time. Nick gets a big nose shove up into the wall, and that is gonna get Bruce collected there. We've got someone, Ryan gets contact and ends up wrecked there, but race is over. Zachary gets the win. Him and AJ are gonna have a little bit of a battle on their hands at the front. Luckily, everyone sort of stayed right side up there at the start-finish line, but yeah, Nick a little bit out of control there. He's just a little low and his nose shoved massively, so it's once the nose starts shoving in this thing, it gets really brutal to control. We're going 11 gallons here. We got a 3-minute warm-up. Let's go double check that this feels okay. That slick patch has gotten much wider since we were last out here. Luckily, not 1 in 1 and 2. Can we get underneath it? No, that's even tougher now.
Outside, clear.
Okay, that's way too much fuel, it looks like, at this pace.
Car 17.
Let's go top side, see what the fuel usage is up here. Whoop. That's why I don't go top side. I don't know why my dad's running the top though. The bottom is just so much easier and quicker, at least for me.
Inside, clear inside.
Alright, so we're going to drop some fuel out of this thing for sure.
Pit box is early, be ready. Car 24, just left the fastest lap.
We're going to go 8 gallons. What do I want to do to it? Alright, let's just remember what rebound is. More front is acceleration, more rear is turn in. Okay. We'll work with that. Apparently Seth is left. Don't know if he didn't know the rules or what, but it's alright. Maybe he just had to reset something. Alright, so we got 18 cars for this one. Cars, 40 laps, top 4 are inverted, so that's going to put AJ in 4th, Zachary in 3rd, and make their lives a little bit harder, but they did get an extra point in the qualifiers. We just got to take our time, keep it out of the wall, avoid the wrecks. be there at the end.
You'll be lining up on the inside. Pit road is closed.
So we're going to park it around the bottom. We're down here already, right where we want to be.
The field is 2,362.
Don't go a lap down.
It's competitive out there. Head down, stay
and
sharp.
Don't worry about these fast people. That's all we need to do is just run our race. Sun is going down, but we're not going to get to nighttime because I just do not like the way night lighting works in some of these cars. But we're going to be heavy on fuel. We're probably going to be heavy on fuel the whole race, but didn't need to underfuel it and screw myself if we go 40 green and I start finding some pace on the top side.
1 lap to green.
But round 2, this is where the big points are.
About to go green, stay focused. Green, green, green. Outside.
Sounds like everyone has survived so far.
Slow car down low. Outside.
Maybe not.
Outside.
There was a slow
clear.
car down low call.
Fourth position.
Looks like Shane might have had a
Car
spin or
outside,
something.
Clear high.
We're just going to work down here, be on a whole different track than everyone else.
The next car's the leader. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. You're now in third.
Seems to be working until I screw that up. Now that I got Zach pressuring me.
Car outside. Clear outside.
Hopefully AJ survived the start.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap.
We're in second somehow.
Car outside. Clear outside if you want it.
Probably could have went with 4 gallons of fuel as slow as we're going around here. Lap traffic coming up. That will maybe be good for us. Because I'm guessing they're going to be running middle. I got to settle it down though through the center of the corner there. Zach's getting down low and holding it better than I am, and there's the caution. We're back to third. But that's going to keep us out of lap traffic for a moment.
Pit road's open.
Happy with how that went so far. AJ's still alive in fourth. So he was starting to get things wound up, it looks like, on the outside. We got 40 laps of fuel left, so should be good.
The pit road is closed right now.
And looks like Sean might have been the person that was the yellow there, so just try to get back in rhythm down low. Don't hit the tires, and hope I can pull off a decent finish here.
1 to go, next time by.
Yeah, this top side. No, thank you.
About to go green, stay focused.
So little grip to work with. We all flinch a bit,
Green flag,
and then I
green
take
flag.
the worst angle possible. Zach gets
The yellow
under
flag
us.
is out.
I don't
Line
know
up,
if he
single
spun there or
file.
not.
Pit road is closed.
I don't know if I cut down on exit there, but that must have sent him around and some others maybe.
Road's open.
We'll see if he gets his spot back. Billy was in that, but it looks like it's Zach that got hit with the caution. We'll go ahead and speed things up. Sorry if that was my fault.
1 to go. Next time by. Closed. Pit road is closed. About to go green. Stay focused.
I just need to figure out how to get a better start. I'm going to just run a little bit lower to begin with, but not cut down.
Green, green, green.
Because I get into such a bad angle on corner exit when I cut down. Almost screwed that up massively. Turn the lap times off from my spotter for this race just because it was too much too often. You got to figure out 3 and 4. That's, if I can figure out 3 and 4, get a better line through there, we'll have a chance to move forward. But right now, it's just really tough to get it hooked up, and I can't really even slide up all that high because there's really nothing above the slick. So if I can apex a little later, be pointed to the inside, maybe we can get it to work. But yeah, that's not gonna work. We're just going backwards now. Try to figure it out.
Go low.
Almost halfway. AJ's coming around our outside now.
The yellow flag is out.
And a
they
caution.
Want you in single file.
And he
Closed.
gets the
Pit
spot
road
on
is
us.
closed. Left up 17. Car by.
Alright. Let's tighten it up a bit on exit.
Pit road's open.
Go up on both front shocks. See if that helps us at all. Just really hard to sustain the speed that I need on 3 and 4 on the exit. And if I spend too much time in the slick, we're just wasting time. So I've got to solve that, but top 5 would be good for us.
1 to go. Next time by. Get ready. Going green.
Just try to get a better start here.
Green, green, green.
Just can't get down to where I need to be. And we got Ryan working a little bit lower than us somehow. There we go, that was better, but we're through the slick. That's gonna kill our exit the whole way down the straight. just gotta live with the slick, I guess. It's just falling apart on us. We lost our inside and outside, didn't we? Like, the spotter's just not talking anymore. We're gonna go up to the middle. Hope that Nick doesn't change his line. Yeah, he's all the way up there. We don't have to worry about him. Kyle is flying, and we're just going in the wrong direction here. I think Ryan was to our left, but I'm not sure because the spotter just stopped talking altogether. Almost hit the tires. I have no idea what's around me. We just gotta hope. Make sure that audio is still recording because I have no idea what's going on or why the spotter quit talking, but not helpful, spotter. Hey, well, at least he's telling us when a yellow is. Well, we're back to 6th. I don't think those changes did what I needed them to do.
Pit road is now open.
We're gonna go the other way and try to tighten it up on entry.
Pass up 2. Car.
Looks like Troy had an issue there. We are slowly going backwards.
Closed. Pit road is closed.
We are getting a little low on fuel too. That worries me. Starting to ease up a bit too much. And Zach's back up here, so he's recovered a bit. AJ's up into 2nd. Logan's fallen back to 4th. And we will try to not wreck Zach this time.
Green, green, green. Go low.
And Kyle
The yellow flag
goes
is out.
around.
Line up, single file.
And that
Closed.
took out
Pit road
a
is
big old
closed.
chunk of people. Well, it's not how I wanted to get a spot. I'm guessing he got
Pit
the
road's
wall.
open.
Even the fast guys have come down off the wall because it's gotten dangerous up there. Bruce looks like he's out of the race.
Pit road is closed right now.
Just give everyone a second because there was a big wreck, so I don't know if there's people catching up or not. But we haven't got to lap traffic because we haven't had a long enough run, but we've had long runs, so that's good. The next one at Eldora is going to be a whole different story.
About to go green, stay focused.
Not sure how close a racing we're going to get with those. I'm going to be really bad probably, but
Green, green, green. You're back in
had
fifth.
to be careful there. Oh, we're sliding up too much. And Nick has went over in the wall.
Caution,
He
yellow
was
flag.
out.
Line up, single file. Closed, pit road is closed. Pass up, 07. Car, left
That puts us into
99.
fourth.
Carbide, you had the position when the yellow flag came out. Left up, 99. Carbide, you had the position when the yellow flag came out.
And we're just gonna get things going quicker here because
Pit road's
that looked
open.
like only a single car flip. I'm still good on fuel. It says we got like 20 laps of fuel left. And each time we do a restart, everything
One to go.
advances
Next
one more
time
lap.
by. Closed. Pit road is closed.
Everyone should be lined up, so.
Get ready. Going green.
Just need to not get as close to getting black flagged as we were on that last one.
Green flag. Green flag. You're back in 4th position. Great job. 10 to go.
Terrible. 3 and 4 is hell.
Back in 3rd. Keep hustling.
Okay, we got hooked the hell up through 1 and 2 there. Change to the rear rebound really helped. I just don't know what line these guys are running, so I can't be really changing much up, but I think I'm gonna have to go middle.
The next car's the leader.
Oh, we changed it up on Logan though, he wasn't ready for that. He's so much quicker though through that part, but he's got nowhere to go on exit because I'm slow as shit there. Glad I wasn't up a little bit further because we would have caught AJ as he was cutting down trying to get the win. He would not have been happy about that one. Oh, fuck me.
Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file.
And I ruin a race right at the end. We had a good race going, and I throw it away like an idiot. Absolutely no reason. And that's just how it's going to be in this series, apparently, is with a couple of laps left, I'm going to go to the back. That sucks. So stupid. Well, now we gotta go try to beat Gavin.
1 to go, next time by. Pit road is closed right now.
And that screws AJ over as he was just getting a run started, and it takes a couple of laps to get things rolling.
Green flag, green flag. 2 more, let's go.
We have no idea where anyone's running back here.
White flag, white flag.
Almost did it again. Looks like my dad's gonna get us, unless he screws up this corner. He does. And I throw away a 3rd place or a 4th place.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
And we get 11th.
Bring
That
back to the
sucks.
pits, we're going.
That really sucks. Really, really, really sucks. Let's go take a look at all the wrecks that happened out there. And turn all this off. Oh, Billy cuts down there. So easy to do. I mean, we did it to... Oh, that's... Billy gets the tire. And then let's see. Oh yeah, I just come down and get him, so that was on me. He'll be happy to see that I screwed myself over late in the race. Bruce up into the wall. And then Troy coming there just had nowhere to go as there was a stopped car essentially. And that is how he ends up a lap down. Gavin, looking like he's struggling like I am off the corner. Then he really gets sideways on entry. Sean, trying to get it through the center there. Does not work. We got Kyle on this restart, and oh, he goes in and he gets Logan, and then they all pile in. Nick up into the wall and tips it on over. And then it didn't even show my hit, but at least we beat Gavin. Ah, frustrating. Threw it away. Let's take a look at the results and the points. So, points-wise, Ryan gets the win. He gets 31 total points. AJ gets 32 total points because he got heat race win and the qualifier win. So even though he didn't win the race, he wins the points for the weekend. Zachary gets third. We're all the way down here in 11th, and my dad beats me by just keeping it on track and watching me screw up. So that is how the points lay out for everyone that made the main. Let's go take a look at the season results, which I assume AJ's going to be close to the top. And he is. He is at the top by 1 point over Zachary. Then Ryan, Logan, Nick, myself, tied. Shane, Kyle, Dan, Vinny, forgot we were missing him. Gavin, Ryan, and Brandon, Sean, Wesley. So, yeah, it's a tight battle at the front. I like how the points are working out for heat races, qualifying, and everything else. So, hope you're enjoying the series. Nice, fun, quick races. And thanks for watching.